team isn't ahead, it's gonna struggle. Before level 4, that hero is quite vulnerable.
Yeah, actually, in lane, I would actually say in terms of sustain and trade, he should do better than the Lilia here with the yellow, again, right, with the brilliance.
She sustains better, but she doesn't clear as quick as Lilia.
That's the thing, though. With Mathilda comboed in,
You're right.
you have a lot of kill pressure. You can just zone. So even with the clear not being as good, they can still prove to be a threat in the mid lane. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna have to see what happens here. The combination Grok Lilia up against the Lunox Mathilda as we jump into the Land of Dawn for game number 2, Geek Fam versus Rebellion Zion with Arco this time.
Let's see if it's going to make a difference here for Rebellion Zion. There is a possibility that Geek Fam might push Evos into that 8th place position if they win this matchup against RBL. But so far, you can see that Geek Fam has actually had the better clear, and they're the ones who's able to pressure Rebellion Zion in that mid side.
Talking a look at the composition here again. Geek Fam with this very similar approach here, pick off composition, but now Rebellion Zion, they are saying they might go for the pick off, they might go for the team fight as well. With Claude, it adds more dimension, but if we're talking about Matilda and Paquito and Cho, their pick off game is very strong as well.
Oh my god.
Oh, this is the first time that I've been alone.
Well, we'll see if the Eterna Curse is a thing here today as well. As Fearless jumps in again, he's going to be baited in by the power of nature. Rebellion Zion in that bush are able to actually stop Geek Fam from looking for any other commitments here. But like we predicted, this mid lane, right? It's so annoying for Geek Fam. Meanwhile, Fearless not leaving, not giving Jana QT the space to farm.
We're going to see what happens here as Beloyski is and might be caught here, actually.
Malloy taken down by the kill pressure that we mentioned. First blood by Rebellion. Geek Fam. Jana needs to be careful here. Gets out with the pinch boys. Luke jumps in with a shampoo and the Jikundo by Fearless cancels it out. Dyron has a knockoff. Shrek goes in twice. Dyron picking up a kill. 2-0. It's looking good for you right now, Eterna. But Rebellion don't want to stop there.
This might be scary and might be a mistake, might be an overcommitment as Fearless is gonna go.
Wow, they actually keep on going there. Fearless taken low and he's still able to survive, and it's a double kill for Narco. Luke comes in, able to find a kill. Meanwhile, down below, Dyron is unstoppable. Picks up a kill under the turret, but Luke, he wants to get a trade. Sheesh.
I don't know. I think that was an overcommitment for Rebellion Zion. They should have just used the space that they received to go on to the turtle, but instead they went in for the kills even though that they were so low, and instead Geek Fam have actually found a few trades on the board, and initially what was quite a gold lead has reduced to 1,200, and now you can see Geek Fam already have begun the setup for this turtle.
It is very scary here for Cho, Paquito, and as well as Matilda, who likes to close the gap. But the Lilia is there, so we'll see here in the mid-game, after Ozura gets those items, Rebellion Zion might not be able to close the gap after all. And perhaps that is also why Rebellion Zion in the early game, they are going ham here, trying to get that snowball lead the top side.
Oh my god. Well, they are shutting down Chadera this game. 4-man gank up top. Geek Fam will be able to secure a trade here with the turtle. But even in the mid lane, despite Suelo and Arco roaming top side, they are still going to be able to actually keep control of that mid lane. And again, that sustain from Suelo. He can take all the damage in the world and he can dish out the same.
And Suelo hasn't even reached the power spike, so it requires a little bit more items for him to actually pop off on the Lunox. But Jana Cutie is going to actually get away. So did he manage to steal that buff?
Yeah. He did. With that retribution, I believe, and it seems like now Geek Fam, they are slightly in control, even though the gold lead here is towards Rebellion Zion. Perhaps their main agenda now, of course, is to pressure Kadira and as well as highs in the top side. But Rebellion Zion, with their comp again, Suelo is getting the items that he needs. So be careful, Beloyski. That Lunos can burst you down.
And that's exactly what they're doing right now, forcing Beloy to pop in the wild charge. Chadera jumping in as well. Beloy's so low. Oh my god, he's still able to survive, but again, like you mentioned, Rebellion's kill pressure, it is growing.
I think though, in the early game, Geek Fam kind of has a dove because of Elzura. She's not exactly reliant on those items to dish out the damage. Like her base magic damage is already enough to create a problem for Rebellion Zion. But what they need to be aware of is Rebellion Zion's mid-game power spike, right? When the Paquito gets his items in that mid stage, when Lunox does, and the Claude is going to get that power spike way faster than the Irithel. But if Rebellion Zion can't capitalize on that shift of momentum in terms of that power spike, Geek Fam might be able to win it in that late game if Kadera is able to pop off as well.
So what they need to do here is take control, and top side is again the target. We'll see.
1,000 gold lead so far for Rebellion Zion. It does feel like Geek Fam trying to look for something, but Luke gets taken down here by Suelo. So that's not the right person you want to be feeding kills onto.
I agree. So again, Geek Fam, they need to be more controlled. They need to take things slowly because you added there, that the mid game force out of Rebellion is scary, but top side, yikes, the gold lane falls.
The gold lane has just been mixed up right now, right? Rebellion has focused it down earlier on, but now it's Geek Fam doing the same thing. Ooh, almost a steal there from Jana, but Fearless is able to keep calm, getting a retribution, securing it, still grasping onto that gold lead. But honestly, now for Geek Fam, the reason they're moving up top is because they are aware that Chidera is getting closer to that power spike. If they play with Chidera a bit more here, he's going to get it faster than the Claude, actually.
Seems like you're again Ling getting the items that he needs here. But apart from that, it's actually just standard here, itemization wise. So Geek Fam again pressuring top side, both teams rather.
Uh-oh, Fearless able to get the Jikundo on the Chidera, but look at that. That's going to be actually coming in. Chidera able to kind of wait for a little bit as Jana jumps in now looking for highs. Not going to commit just yet. A very good read by Geek Fam. Noticing that Rebellion have backed off. We don't need to force any of these plays.
Playing the patient game is going to be very important. And if you guys want to grab the win like Geek Fam did in game number 1, you can also use the grab to get a 90% discount using the promo code GRB. But look at this, Elzura.
Oh my god, he couldn't use the black shoes there. Beloy now needs to be careful. Pops into Flicker. Diamond wants to chase him down, but he needs to be careful too. Luke comes over to knock up and the taunt. Dyron gonna be chained. Dyron flickering out. And the conceal by Geek Fam to disengage. Rebellion are playing it so well with Ouija Narco.
2,300 gold lead right now. It's great, right? Because what Ouija Narco gives isn't just a great engage, but also a huge disengage. So if they go in for overcommitments, that can be helped out, like we see on screen right now.
Oh my god, three-man wall there. Suelo jumps in though with the brilliance right now as the Blazing Direct comes in, but Beloy misses the wild charge. It's a disaster. BMI jumping out. Jana looking for the kill. Suelo taken down. Shut down. It's a 1-for-1 in the end. It's worth it for Geek Fam. But Rebellion Zion, this pressure is insane.
Very crucial kill there, the shutdown for Jana QT. Perhaps that is what he needs to pop off. Rebellion Zion, the last few minutes is just them playing Geek Fam rotation-wise and as well as decision-making. But now the Lord is up here. Rebellion Zion need to tone it down here. Be careful because Kadera is also already clumping up to fight. We'll see.
They can't even contest here. This was such a good call by Geek Fam. What a shot call. They noticed that Fearless was top, highs as well. 5-man instantly. We recall together. We go straight for the Lord.
And there's not even any compensation by Geek Fam right now. They were only able to get their own jungle, own buff clear in that top side, but Jana Cutie.
Okay, taunt comes in. Jana gonna be taken low. Oh my goodness gracious, Dyron going mad as now he's gonna be taken low, waiting for the knockout strike. Appraiser's Wrath comes in. Dyron still able to jab out, gets in knockout strike again. Luke over the damage again. Dyron is able to buy so much time as Fearless is able to find a trade. Meanwhile, top side, Rebellion Zion are actually the ones looking and getting the objectives. Tier 2 taken out. Jana in the mid lane finding a trade, but I think Rebellion still come out on top on that one.
Beautiful, beautiful distraction by Rebellion Zion there. And Geek Fam, even though they weren't able to secure that Lord, they were able to go through all those turrets in that top side up until that inhibitor, and the mid tower falls as well. So Rebellion Zion looking for some compensation. even though Geek Fam were able to control it for a bit.
They got the tier 2 top side. They got also the time that they need to clear the Lord. Actually, the Lord will not be able to amount on towards anything too much. And now it's a reset for both. Rebellion Zion, again, this is the mid game. They have the Claude, they have the Lunox. Geek Fam, they are the ones who need to be careful here because Rebellion Zion can play the off-lane lane quite wrong.
This
with
is,
the Paquito.
yeah, this is awfully interesting here, Goni. Damage dealt by Axe. Ouija Narco is actually on
Wait, is that
top.
real?
Wait, what?
Yeah. Ouija Narco on top, Kadera second, but here we go, Rebellion Zion for an engage.
That's pretty crazy. Because he's just relying on the base damage of Matilda. Right now, oh my goodness, L0 is going to have to pop the black shoes. Dyron going to be caught here, has the flicker, guiding win as well as High jumps in with the blazing duet, uncancelled. High's able to buy and deal so much damage there as Vijanarco jumps in again. Swalo able to survive for now, taken very low. Guiding win again by Vijanarco is in the bottom side. It's Luke taken down. Vijanarco, that's the name of the game for Rebellion. He's always there when they need him with the guiding win.
He's a huge pillar to the driving force of Rebellion Zion, and he has had such an impact throughout this season. And you can even see from game number 1 and game number 2, the shift in strategy, the shift in gameplay from Rebellion Zion themselves, that now they have secured a 1,700 gold lead, but they have to be careful as it seems like Elzura has already gotten that divine glaive.
417 is the stat for Wijanarko, and we're talking about Elzura here. They're in a 131. Not a good stat here on that Lilia, realizing that again, we talked about how Cho, Paquito, and as well as Matilda are a close gapper hero. But it seems like his impact isn't really there as a Lilia. So we'll see here. Rebellion Zion still in control with the Lord. We'll see Geek Fam, how will they respond here?
Alright, Fearless, beautiful engage there. Instantly Luke gonna be shattered there, but Baloyski is able to find a 2-man wild charge combo. Jana dives into the back line, gonna be stunned up by Dyron. Time of the Blaze popped in. Jana able to escape. Wijanarco jumps in. Still alive, Wijanarco. What the heck, man? Dyron gets a kill. How does this man survive after all that? Retry battle. Fearless wins it. And again, it's Wijanarco on the circling eagle. And also the kill. Jana, 1 HP. Jana, oh my god. He's gonna fall to Dyron. Oh my goodness. The effect, the impact of Wijanarco. You cannot deny it.
4 members taken down, a Lord on the way, a 4,000 gold lead. That is what you can get with Wijanarco in that roaming position. It seemed like Jana Cutie was going to be able to get away, but Wijanarco on the Matilda says a no. And the members from Rebellion Zion, the other members, his teammates, were able to follow up so well. And you can see the synergy in the gameplay that they brought here today.
A very smart approach there from the side of Rebellion Zion there from that fight. And with this Lord, they might close the game. We'll see.
Oh my god, Sway low with the combo, with the brilliance. He just demolishes everyone as Highs comes in with a blazing duet. He's going to be cancelled out though, able to jump back with the BMI. Luke taken low, 2-4-0. How was that a 2-4-0? Diamond got out because of the guiding win. Fearless jumps in with the way to Dragon. Jana locked down. Rebellion secure a victory. And someone else as well on the caster desk has secured a victory with Wijanarco stepping back in. The Matilda, holy moly, give him the MVP. Just give it over to Wijanarco.
But even then, right? I agree, right? Wijanarco deserves that MVP. But have you ever seen a Lunox go for the engage before? Him being the initiator? What was that? Suelo was so perfect with that. He knew his power spike. He knew the limit of his hero. He knew that he could go in, deal out the damage, open up the team fight, and let all the other members come in, follow him in, and go out alive.
Again, targeting as well, right? He is eyeing Kadera